Okay, so this vlog is going to be about catching up on what's been going on with me um, and my HCG journey. Just a couple of highlights I wanted to point out, and this is going to be a vlog mainly about what to look forward to, because when you're first starting and you're seeing the results on people on YouTube or Facebook, I know myself, like when I would watch Vicky Suze and Chantel, Meredith, watching everybody, I was always thinking, oh, and Sarah, and oh gosh, the list goes on, Laura. Um, I was always thinking, am I going to be able to get the results like they're getting? And, as I want to push down into those lower numbers of weight, especially with Vicky Suits, I would listen to her vlogs, from the UK, and hello, Puppet, and about the Propastate diet or Propastate way, and I would just wonder, gosh, I don't know if you guys can hear that in the recording, but someone must have been going by the house, and the rest of the dogs are going nuts, and so now Julie's like, what's happening? um, so what am I trying to say? Just, I really didn't, I didn't want to say I didn't believe that I could get into the lower numbers, but the thought of it really being attainable and um, it being a true life every day, I'm living this thing, um, was really hard to comprehend. And so now that I'm here, and it's funny, now I'm still even thinking about going on another round, but I vacillate anywhere from like 124 to 125, sometimes 127, especially when Tom enters the building. Um, but clothing wise, it's so funny. I fit everything comfortably all the time. And if anything, people keep telling me I still look like I'm losing all the time. Like, even if I really am just pretty much staying within those weight numbers, I'm not going down anymore. Anybody that sees me on a week-to-week basis, it keeps saying, stop losing weight. And I'm like, okay. um, so, so that's what's going on. But another thing that's really fun, it just dawned on me today that, because I was thinking to myself, do I have anything that can show what I look like before I started any of this? And it hit me that actually I do have some footage, and it made me think of it because I want to tell you about how when my brother came into town to see me in person, because he had seen some pictures and he knew I was dieting, and he was very encouraging through text messages and emails and stuff. But he hadn't seen me in person since we went and visited him where he lives in his state a while back, and it was actually right after I had gotten out of the hospital for a blood clot. And that's why I knew I was over 200 pounds, because they had to weigh me when I went into the hospital. So when I got out, I know that that's the weight range I was when we went to go see him. Because I'd only, we went to go see them almost like less than a month after getting out of the hospital. And I remember trying to do hikes with them because they have such beautiful country. It's in Oregon, and they have such beautiful hiking trails. And I remember, you know, just huffing and puffing and not being able to catch breath, and my brother being behind me, actually trying to kind of like help support me, like his hand was like on my back, trying to help kind of push me up the grades. And I remember just thinking how much I hated feeling so matronly. And okay, I'm gonna let Joy down. And I remember thinking how much I didn't want to be matronly anymore. So fast forward now to present, and my brother came to see me in person rather than just seeing pictures and emails and stuff. And he said he was absolutely floored by the change. And I'm trying to not make this such a long vlog, but what I want to get across is that he said that the change was, and this is where I'm attributing HCG, because as we know, Dr. Simeon says that it goes after the abnormal fat. He gives that whole explanation about the lady that looked emancipated from the top, but from the bottom, like, was very pear-shaped and had all her weight in her lower area, and how no other diet had remedied that for her. So that's what I want to get keyed in on for everybody, because number one, those lower numbers that you don't think you've ever been able to get to, or have basically starved yourself to get to in the past with other food plans or diets, HCG fixes that. And the thing my brother was saying, and I don't know, it's kind of a goofy example, I'm sorry, but this is what he said. But I don't know if you remember that show. I know a lot of people made so much fun of it, like I think Saturday Night Live made fun of it, but I think it was called The Swan, where they changed someone so much, like through all kinds of different surgeries and makeovers and all this stuff. My brother said that my transformation was that kind of thing. Like, it looked like it couldn't have happened unless, like, a different type of intervention was involved, like a surgery, liposuction, all that kind of thing. And so that tells me that not only did I lose weight and lose weight in the right places, but it also helped me be a healthier person. Because you figure we're eating so clean on this, and then we learn so much about like MSM for our skin, and just all the support we get from each other through Facebook and YouTube. We learn about different products that help us, and incorporating just that whole support and that whole networking of what helps each of us and then help each other understand it, that is a whole big world of improvement for all of us. So that's what I think is really cool. And that's what I want to get across, is that any of you that are having down days, or you're still working on getting to Wonderland, and you start wondering, will I ever get to feel like I'm a thin person? As long as you follow the protocol, and as long as you don't give up, it's going to happen. And all I can tell you is that whatever challenges I went through to get to this, so worth it. So incredibly worth it. Because I have not been like this in like forever. As far as being able to put on, I still look down into the pants, but I go to put my leg in there and think, is my thigh going to even fit in here? But not only does my thigh fit, but my hips fit, my stomach fits, it all fits. And if anything, my husband's kind of funny, because it used to be if he told me my pants were getting baggy, that was actually a compliment he was giving me, because he was letting me know that it looked like I was starting to lose weight. And now when he tells me my pants are starting to look loose or baggy, it's actually him complaining, because he doesn't want me to lose my booty, I guess, or something. But all I know is that he just doesn't want me to get too skinny, as he says. And I don't think there's any worry about that. But I just think it's funny how the whole paradigm shift is happening. And I just, if anybody's having any kind of a doubt day, I just want to shake you, because it's just so there at your fingertips. You don't even know. It's so exciting, because last Saturday, okay, go back to when my brother visited. That was really great, and then because he saw a bunch of friends that also knew me, and they kind of considered me like their little sister when they'd be hanging out with him. I was always the one that was making their sandwiches and being the gopher floored and everything. They were floored too, because we've all aged. We've all gotten older, and none of them feel like I look like I have. So that's good too. And then, and my brother was just so proud, and that was really great too. And then this other weekend, not this weekend, but last weekend for this one, I went out to go shopping with my daughter, and because the dressing rooms at this department store were right next to the little girls department, I started looking at some of the clothes and thinking, I think I could fit in this. So just for fun, I didn't buy any of it, but I actually did try on some of the stuff in the little girls department. I was like showing it to my daughter. I'd come out of the stall and say, well, what do you think of this? And of course she was just like rolling her eyes like, please, Mom, how come you're not looking in your department? But still, what I'm telling you is that it's fun, and that um, we all, it's all there. It's all there for all of us. And that is what I'm really giddy about, is that I know that if it can work for me, it's absolutely going to work for you. And I want to thank Last 20 Pounds, for kicking my butt as far as doing a vlog. I want to thank Chantel. I want to say, rock stars, you rock. I want to thank Sarah, Laura, Kat, Vicky Suze. Um, it's funny, half the people I think I want to thank, I don't know if you guys are even watching now, because, oh gosh, you were just so instrumental, when I was, really, dug into the protocol. And it's funny, the floor I'm sitting on is vibrating because someone just came home, and that's the garage underneath me. So that's my cue to say I probably better go. So anyway, thank you so much. I finally did a vlog. Hopefully I'll be able to edit this so it actually will work. And